everyone, today I've got your Concussion movie review. A doctor discovers a disorder caused by head trauma with football players. But how will this discovery change the entire game? As far as the story goes, this movie is based off a true story about how Dr. Bennett Omalu gets his story told while trying to raise awareness about this discovery that athletes are getting concussions while playing football. Of course, this discovery comes with the price of some controversy along the way. Some people in like the NFL industry or whatever, they're just trying to cover up the truth of everything about getting concussions from the public. You know, the truth does come out eventually. People get freaked out. I would say that I'm not a huge football person. I'm not obsessed with football, but I actually do care about the sport, and seeing a movie about this and hearing so much about this, I just had to definitely check it out and see for myself, you know, the importance of these issues that were raised in the film. As far as the casting goes, Will Smith plays Dr. Bennett Omalu, and I think he does a really great job in this movie. He's definitely pulled off this guy like perfectly. He's got the accent going on. He really does stand out, and I know a lot of people are usually on the fence about Will Smith as an actor, and they're always saying, well, Will Smith is just playing Will Smith. Not in this movie. I did not see that at all, and I think he did a really good job playing even like a comedic side to the character, and you know, there are definitely a lot of things about him that I didn't even know, so I thought like that was really cool to see. This movie does have a really impressive supporting cast. You've got Mbatha-Raw, who plays his wife in the movie, and I think she does a really good job, and their chemistry in this movie I thought was really well done and believable. You've got some of the other doctors in this movie, one being Alec Baldwin, who comes in a little bit later in the film, but I think he does have a pivotal role in this movie, and he's just a really important character, and somebody who I really liked in this movie, as well as Albert Brooks, and just like a whole bunch of other people, David Morse, Ackinoye-Agbaje. So I thought like this movie did well in the casting department. The things that I did like about this movie, I really loved how informative this movie was, and me not knowing a lot about the sport of football and hearing this, especially this side of the spectrum as far as the whole thing about, because you know, you hear a lot about how many athletes, not even just in football, who get concussions, and it was good to hear about that without this movie sounding a lot like a lecture. I really feel like this isn't your typical sports movie. Now, you don't really get to see a lot of the sport being played. You just hear the scientific side to it. It's more of a sports drama. These football players are literally taking a risk playing this game, yet they're not even being told by the higher-ups because they're covering up what's going on, and they're still getting paid lots of money. They're still doing this. You really do see the negative effects of this whole sport. But unfortunately, the things that I didn't really like about this movie, I felt like the pacing was a little bit slow. Not that I found this movie to be completely boring or something that I was just getting really disinterested in, but there were times when I just felt like it wasn't moving to a good point. It loses that impact to grab your attention to some of the real issues that are going on. You don't really get to hear a lot of these side stories from some of these football players who are just keeling over because They're complaining about getting headaches because they do have a concussion, but they don't realize they have a concussion because nobody knows about this discovery except for this one doctor. You just see a lot of that being involved with this movie. The one thing that I could take away from this movie, however, is the fact that this sport it should not reflect badly because of all these injuries that are ensuing. And like I said, people know the risks now. There's a lot of things that are involved as far as like the backlash that this doctor received from this discovery that he had. You kind of see this whole situation go downhill, and he wishes that he didn't even discover concussions at all because of how badly everything turned out to be. Not that technically the movie turned out badly in the end, but it still had some downsides to it. So overall, I would say that Concussion was an informative movie, but I feel like it's not your typical sports movie maybe everybody will enjoy. But if you're a fan of football, I definitely think this is a movie to check out. So I would recommend seeing this movie, and I would give this 3.5 hearts on the heart rate scale. So let me know in the comments what you guys thought of Concussion. And as always, you guys can subscribe to my channel. I've got more movie reviews, movie updates. Come back every week for a Chill Thursday video. You guys can select me on Facebook and follow me on Twitter, and I will see you guys later.